now that I've made 3 of these bows in different sizes and with slightly different builds and materials, I think I'm ready to talk about them. So you guys saw me make this one in the last video. One of the ends broke and I've remade it, and I'll talk about that in a second. But after I made this one and saw how hard it was to draw, I went, this is 3/4 inch PVC, I went and got some 1/2 inch PVC because I wanted to make some lighter draw bows for my kids. And the first one I tried was for my 4-year-old. So I got 1/2 inch PVC pipe, cut it down to 3 feet, also cut a fiberglass cord to 3 feet, stuck that thing in there, strung it, and it was harder to pull than the large bow. I couldn't even draw this one back with a single core, and you see I just put duct tape on it so that it would like stay in there, so it would fit snugly, so that it would fit snugly in there. And it was too hard to draw back. There was no way the boy was drawing it back. So then I took the core out, the fiberglass core, and I just took the PVC pipe and strung it, and it was still too hard for him to pull back. So you can probably see how there's a sharper bend in the smaller one than there is in the bigger ones. That's because I took a heat gun and actually found the center here, and I didn't do any like real like try to make an arch shaping. I just wanted to take some of that tension out of it. So I found the center, I heated it up with a heat gun on high on all 4 sides a couple of times, and then I just kind of worked it into that shape, trying to make sure that the nocks stayed straight, and I failed horribly at that, but it still kind of works. So again, these are my first attempts making these. And then I put the string back on, and somebody asked me like, what is the distance knot to knot? I string it like I put it on there and measure, and then try to tie it like 4 to 6 inches below where the other one is. And then if it needs to be taken up more, I just tie some more knots in it like that. Like I took up more string with this knot, then I took some more string up with this knot. If I still want to take up even more string, I'll just pull this through itself, and I'll put that on the end like that. And you'll see all these variations done here. So with this one, no core, 1/2 inch PVC pipe, 3 feet, heat gun in the middle to get a little bit of a bow. Get it? Bow in the bow. I'm sure there's a real technical term for that. Slide that on. And this one's pretty easy, so I'm not gonna do like the full bow bending. You guys see me do this wrong every time, so you can just put some pressure here with your foot and then slide that into the spot. And now this is going to be, hopefully, he may not be able to draw it all the way back, because that's still like all the way back. That's like 25, 30 pounds at the end, but he'll at least be able to get, 3 fingers or all of his hand on there and bring it back a little bit and put an arrow through there. But yeah, like still even all the way back, man. This is, I keep saying, this is not a toy. Like this is the real deal. All right, so that one's for the 4-year-old. Next, I needed one for the 12-year-old. 9-year-old doesn't want one yet, but I'm sure he will soon. So on this one, I cut it to the exact length of my driveway markers. These come in, and I just got a fiberglass splinter. These come in 4 feet. The ones I bought are 4 feet long. Again, on his, I did the duct tape so that it would fit snugly in there. And I did it straight end to end. I didn't try to like, on one of the videos I saw it said just do it from here to there, but I think that's why mine broke. So it's going all the way to the end. I measured the PVC pipe to be the exact length of the driveway marker. I did the knocks a little different, or the grooves a little different on this one. And you can see here, there's an example of, I pulled the knot around, the loop on itself to take up some extra slack. So on these, I actually, this is, for his, I did a 3/4 of an inch from the end. Mine, the big one, is still an inch in from the end. And I took the saw that I cut it with, and I cut straight down in it until, like, it just barely broke through. And then I got that 3-sided file and filed straight down, so to keep this side of the groove flat and the top side angled. So now, this string was still a little too long, so I looped it back around on itself like that to put it on. And then his, yeah, I already showed the fiberglass core on his. So then I will take that down to the bottom, and we fired these a couple of times. I'll show some video later. Get that one in there. Oh wait, I'm supposed to get them both on first. Then take one of them down, get it seated. And then I'll try to do this one kind of correctly, just so you can see what's going on the floor. So you put that on the ground with the string up this way, and then you lock this side with your foot. See, it rests against your foot right there. And then step through. And I know you can't see the top, but I'm just holding on to it. And then I'm going to turn my whole body and slide this string in like that. And then let out loosely. And that's how you string it. So his is heavier draw weight than obviously the little one without the core. And I don't know, it actually might be, it draws, I don't know, I think all the way at the end this little one is still, yeah, this little one is still heavier. It's because it's shorter, I know that. It's because it's shorter. I put a curve in there to loosen it up a little bit so he can actually, it's his size, he can pull back just a little bit and put an arrow through it. This one actually feels really good, feels really smooth. And then the big one. So, where's the broken piece? This piece broke off at the end like this. Broke off of this other end. I shot it. The arrow still came out, but the piece flew off. And the string broke down. This is what it did look like. Okay? You see how it broke through there, right at the groove. Okay? And then, so that was actually right here. So I went in, this broke off, then I went in and I measured with the, you know, that core that I made out of 3 different driveway markers. I measured end to end. This one's sticking out a little bit because of the curve, but where it was almost even, and then just marked and cut that off. Then just like I did the other one, I sawed straight in until it almost broke the surface, took that like triangle shaped grinder and kept this side flat, this side angled, and just ground straight down to do that. And you'll see on this one, again, somebody was asking about knot, the length knot to knot. It's hard to, like I said, I made it, I've done 4, I've done 6. Every time I tie inches away from here, every time I tie it, it comes up short or long, or yeah, no, it usually comes up long. So on this one, I shortened the string with an extra knot here, and then it was still too long because I cut half of this thing off. So I did the loop around on itself like that. And I will show you guys that. I'm gonna unstring this. So see, it's just drawn through itself. See, I even tried an extra knot on there. So, there we go. Did an extra knot on this one. I did an extra knot on this side. Still wasn't enough. pulled the knot through on itself, or the loop, like there. And then we'll put them through both on at the same time. Get this locked down how you want it in this groove. See? Put that into the ground. Remember, your foot's blocking this part. You're going to step through here. This is going to be behind on your hamstring, and then you're holding the cord, and you're just going to run it all the way up and bend this around until you heard it click, until it clicks right in there. And then this one, I haven't fired it again yet since rebuilding it, because actually, now that it's shorter, it's even harder to pull back than it was before. So I can get it all the way back, but I'm sore from shooting all of these. Alright guys, I'm a beginner. I'm just trying it out. I'm getting it through trial and error. If you guys have suggestions, please feel free to leave them. This is a conversation. This is not necessarily me teaching you or showing you the right way to do something. This is, I saw a video that looked cool. I made one, messed it up, made it again, made some others, and now that I've started playing with the heat gun, there are actually some really cool PVC bows out there, even recurve PVC bows, that the Backyard Boyer makes with a heat gun. So who knows what's next. Alright guys, take care as always. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, family, and we'll see you on the ridge.